I'm just saying. Hey, just for the recording, I'll let him stay though.
Monster is one of those people. I have a weird feeling who it is.
Okay.
Wait,
Yo, what is this?
isn't
Glade?
Bridge
Yes,
also
announce
supposed
it,
to
bro.
be here in Infinity? Where are they at?
Bro, I'm not
They can just judge
gonna
off rec. Bro,
judge
Bridge
off
just
that.
said a sub emoji in my DMs and that's it. Like, what is he doing?
You can call it temporary season. Alright, bro, you got it. I'll let you stay for this debate.
Are we letting I'm not gonna lie, I was about to say, are we gonna kick Corin and Gizbov off stage, but they can stay.
Doesn't really matter.
Okay. No.
We can start after it gets announced.
Oh my gosh. I don't got time for this. Oh my
Where's
gosh.
Bridge at, bro? Oh my
Can't
god.
do this.
Alright.
Okay.
You wanna start with your spin, Chris?
Or you want me to go ahead?
I don't think we need to go by scaling chains. We can just start like discussing the topic from scratch. What do you think Kashimo can do? Base Kashimo can do against Yuta?
Well, I think that base Kashimo he has the ability to one-shot Yuta using his lightning, or at least getting a critical strike that I believe would one-shot Yuta. And I also believe that he's more physically faster, and I believe he can also be physically stronger. That's fine too. I think he's just
okay. Okay. Let's go over 1 point at a time. So you think that the lightning thing can one-shot Yuta? Why?
Yeah, cause wait, let me go get some.
Do you think that the lightning attack is like considered output?
Curse
Do you think
energy
that's
output?
Yeah.
I believe it's made with his curse energy, right? Unless I'm wrong with that. I've never read it.
Do you think that makes it output?
Probably.
Okay. Because if you say that, then I mean Yuta is just gonna tank it because he tanks Ryu's attacks and Ryu stated to have the highest output.
I think tanking it wouldn't be a thing. Or like it wouldn't be like, oh yeah, he could tank it because like I just think he's gonna get one-shotted like directly.
Well,
Like,
doesn't that's a circular argument?
That's what I think.
You said that it's output, and I'm telling you that output is basically AP. So if my character can tank an attack that has way higher AP than yours, then what's the contradiction in my character just tanking the attack that your character has?
Oh yeah, because at least can you showcase?
Should I send scans, by the way?
Yeah, can you show me specifically where he tanks the attack? Because I believe more critical
yeah, sure.
would change where the AP is.
Yeah, sure. He tanks it like 3 times in a row, by the way. That's what's crazy about it, but I'll get the scan.
Alright, thank you. This is weird. People usually go over scaling chains.
Can't too much fucking effort. I got this. Wait, do you agree that Ryu has like the highest output, or should I get that as well?
Wait, it's not curse energy output?
I was asking if you consider it output, because it's basically putting out curse technique because he accumulates the curse energy and then he makes an attack against it.
What is electricity like curse energy?
It's just that he has like a really special.
If he's able to output the technique without curse energy, then I think it would be separate. But
no, it's made with his curse energy. Like he accumulates it and then he uses it. Shown in a lot of instances. Shown in like chapter 158. Shown in a lot of times against his 5 versus Hakari, and shown in him versus Sukuna. Let me get the scan of the.
Is he? Can someone verify that? Because I don't want to be being put in a rabbit hole or something like that. I would.
Yeah, I can. Okay, let me just. Okay, then let's just calm down for a second. I'll get you all the scans that we need.
I'm perfect.
Get you Ryu having the highest.
I'm not being lied to. I know Ryu has the highest curse energy output. That I'm not.
Okay, I won't get that one. Then I'll show you Yuta tanking it. Scans.
Wait.
Auto send one of the instances.
Can people reinforce curse energy in their head or stuff like that?
in their head.
Yeah.
We know that people can expel curse techniques without hitting them at the same time of receiving the attack. That's shown against Kashimo's attack by Makari. If your RCT is good enough, if your RCT is good enough, then you can simultaneously regenerate and expel the attack at the same time. But I think expelling the attack is something distinct from RCT itself.
Can you show me that, by the way?
1 sec. I mean, that's Yuta tanking it twice. You agree that he has the highest output. What else do you want me to show? I'm sending them in scans. I got you a scan from 158.
Bro, I can never read main chat, like, ever. I just seen 3 niggas tell me to concede. Wow. Love Celestia.
This is not gonna be a verbatim thing, the first instance that I'm gonna show, but I think that it's likely that he's the electricity discharge thing. But I'll give you the more verbatim instances from the Sukuna fight and the Hakari fight.
Alright.
You know that Hakari can like react to that shit at like point blank, by the way? The lightning stuff.
You can just show that.
Yeah, I'll show that as well. Where's the lightning charge? Me and Shinra had such a nice discussion over this yesterday, which was peak.
Yeah, it feels like he's in the VC.
Little intuition?
Maybe. Possibly.
Where is that fucking... Here. Here's him using it against Sukuna. And I'll get you a bit of context on it from the Hakari fight.
They're talking
Just
about
give me a sec.
It's curse technique with a trait. Oh. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Oh, Otto sent the scans. So he charges up the technique and then he launches it, and Hakari can react to like point blank range. That's why I don't think, like, I've thought about this before we debated, and I thought that this might be the point that you might take. But then I realized, like, Hakari just dodges that shit at like point blank range. The shit is not fast enough. And I think Yuta's sensory is just like displayed to be a lot better than Hakari's is. Is there something else that I was supposed to show you? Am I missing something?
What that is that using body from a storm. Reverse case. Sukuna.
Hey,
So do you agree that? So do you agree that
wait, what is
Yuta
this?
can tank it?
That he can tank his. Not necessarily.
Yeah, the lightning attack.
What I'm saying is that in different spots, say for example, if he got shot in the arm instead of getting shot in the head, like say for example a headshot, I believe that the AP in correspondence to where the shot is like placed might be different, because you know that.
I think I can show you. I think I can show you that Yuta's sensory is just like fucking. It's just fucking OP. And if Yuta can sense an attack, but if Yuta can sense an attack before it's coming, oh wait, first of all, you know that you can sense killing intent in JJK, shown in Jogo versus Gojo.
Wait, what is there any like fit parameters for that, or can everyone do that?
I don't think there's a parameter. People can just sense. I mean, killing intent is associated with negative emotions, so if you have a certain level of mastery over like cursed energy manipulation, I think you should be able to sense shit like that.
Okay. You can send that, but I'll just agree for now. Where are you going with this?
Yeah, so he can sense that. He can sense killing intent, and then Yuta's also displayed to sense people from like long distances, and not only senses the presence of the people, but he can also tell what they're doing. That's shown against him versus Ryu and Uro. Like when he's fighting with Kururushi, it's stated that Yuta. I mean, it's not even stated. It's just shown that Yuta knows about the people who are watching him from like hundreds of meters away, and he knows that they are watching him. They're not fighting or anything like that. They're just watching him.
That's. I think that's fine. I just think that, not Hikari, but what's his name, Kashimo would be able to get close enough to Yuta to where he could just shoot the thing at his head, and he'll just die.
But if he so I've shown that he has like really good sensory. Do you still need the scan for Jogo stating that he can sense killing intent?
No, that's fine. That doesn't
Okay.
matter at all to my point.
Yeah, so I've shown that he has like really good sensory.
Wait,
Yeah,
Huh?
wait, you wanted me to judge? How long has this been going on for so far?
like 5 minutes.
All right, go ahead, my fault.
No, you're-
Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, what was your point?
Oh, it was just that his sensory capability doesn't matter. I just believe that what's his name?
It's
Kashimo
basically
is-
precog. It's basically precog.
Well, the thing with
Nanami
precog is that-
Nanami states that for someone who's strong, sensing before seeing is like a standard thing. So Yuta can just dodge the attack before it even hits. I believe that there's also an implication in the anime for Yuji versus Choso in this one, because you know then when Yuji's talking to Mekamaru and he's sitting next to that wall, Choso launches an attack
No,
from
I
Piercing
don't
Blood.
know a single thing you're talking about.
Yeah. I'll show you, but or you can just I can just give you this time step and you can check if you want because I don't have the clip on me. But basically, Yuji just dodges the piercing blood that slices the wall in half behind him before it even hits. Like he moves down and then the attack hits, but he doesn't see it. Like it's in a blind spot for him. So I think I'm just feeling like preponderance of evidence with this.
Projectile speed. If your physical capabilities is better than the projectile speed, then you'll be able to dodge it.
It's not. Yuji gets blitzed by piercing blood the first time he encounters it, and it's stated to be the speed of sound, which Yuji's not. It breaks the sound barrier.
Can you show me? And I think it has to do with the relative distance, which I believe it can differentiate between scenario to scenario.
Yeah, sure. I mean, obviously, if an attack is coming from a long, if
Pause real quick, my mom.
Hmm? Okay. Da-ba-dum.
Yeah, so Tensa won. I mean, Bird and
Type shit,
Rejoinder.
type shit.
It's tough.
Wait, which episode is that, by the way? Like, which episode?
Episode 13.
I'll go to it later. All right, but what you were saying about the piercing blood, right? Is that
Yeah, I said that it's demonstrably stronger than faster than Yuji is, and Auto sent a scan for that.
Is demonstrated to be faster than Yuji?
Yeah, it blitzes
Well,
him.
Yeah, I think that's distance based, but also what you were saying with that is that
Wait. Just before you continue, do you know the distance between Choso and Yuji in that panel?
I mean, we could probably gauge it with the anime. Is that the same? Is the timestamp?
Yeah,
the same as
it's
the
long
anime?
distance. It's long.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. So then, where's we know the distance?
We can get I think we can get an estimate. Look, that's approximately the difference. Like this shot is taken from next to the what's it called? The fucking stairs that Yuji comes down from, and that is Choso standing there. So just like put that in perspective for yourself and decide if you think like from that distance, if he gets blitzed by that attack, do you think he would scale to it in speed?
Yeah, but I'm talking about you've seen this one, and then you were talking about another instance where he gets where he doesn't get blitzed.
Yeah, he doesn't get blitzed. He's sitting behind the wall, talking to Mekamaru about like the blood manipulation and how the technique works and if it has a weakness. And then Choso uses piercing blood, and he dodges piercing blood before it hits. Like he moves his head down. He's sitting next to a wall, and he moves his head down like I think about like half a second before the attack hits. And that is, I think, if you put that in tandem with the evidence that I provided about like people being able to sense killing intent, sensing before seeing is standard for someone who's capable. Do you want the scan for that? That's one Nanami states.
No, that could be fine, but the thing with that right there is If he
Yeah,
dodges
it's just
it in one
strong
moment,
connective evidence. Go on.
Yeah. If he dodges it in one moment but can't dodge it in another, I believe that also has to do with can their sensory ability be turned off, or does it have a condition? For example, right? If he can sense it in the in the second instance, but not the first, then there has to be
Yuji's
some
further away in
problem.
the second one. Probably
It's
why.
further- yeah. Then okay, that's fine. Then that's distance based, like I said.
Yeah, obviously it would be distance, but it's like if you're taking an attack from a longer distance, then it's more likely that you can dodge it.
Then that just had to go with my point earlier.
And what was your point that relates to this?
So
That you
just
don't think Yuta can get you don't think Yuta could get close enough?
No, I think
Or
that
what?
Kashimo will be able to get close enough, and that apart from the sensory ability, it wouldn't matter if he's close enough. He could just one shot him.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought I forgot my point. No, I think Yuta can just use curse speech on him, and just make him just fucking stand there like a dick, and then just beat him up with Rika. Okay. Well, that boy definitely
How is everybody's days?
good. Infinity. Thanks for asking. What about you, sir?
My day has been horrible because I have to shit, and I think I've been holding it in.
Bro,
Also.
what? Nobody wanted to know that, bro. Be real.
All right, what were you saying?
I was
We'll let Tawin on stage, bro. Please get.
yeah, I was saying that since I'm not only taking base Yuta, I'm taking Yuta with Rika. I said that so at the beginning of the fight, what would Kashimo do if he just gets fucking beamed by curse speech and just gets stuck in a place and then gets, I don't know, Yuta could do this. He could use
And you just
curse speech to stun him. Wait, he could use
energy on your ears. I think if Yuta
can he do that?
he can't.
Or does he know about curse speech?
He can. Okay. Can't wait, guys. I need someone to help me with this. Does Kashimo have precog too?
Everyone does, but people are shown to be weak with precog against curse speech. Because the potency and stuff like that, how much you have to defend, just depends on what the opponent is gonna say. But either way,
how effective would it be against Kashimo?
No, what do you mean? It depends on the command, what the command is.
Yeah, but if it has different effectivity, then how are we gonna just say how could we just say it's gonna work instantaneously? Say for example, Yuta can use it against a lower curse.
Uro?
I mean,
use it against Uro.
Yeah, but then how doesn't curse speech work if the stronger you are in comparison to your opponent, the stronger the curse command is?
I believe the reason for that is because CE amount amps your stats. So if you have a lot of base CE, then you're gonna have a lot more base durability, and that CE that flows within you is gonna provide some level of resistance to the technique. Because you're just gonna have some level of innate curse technique flowing through your body, including your ears and brain. And that's the reason people can defend against it.
Wait, repeat that real quick. I wasn't listening. My bad.
Yeah, basically, if you just have a lot more curse technique curse energy than your opponent, then you just have. Did you see the scan, or do you know the scan about Yuta talking to Yuji and how he's surrounded by this really fucking big, what's it called, aura of curse energy? If someone has a lot of curse energy, then they just have innate defense. This is stated again in the fight of Ryu and Yuta. It's stated that.
I don't think
his stats and endurance is amped by it.
I don't think curse energy pool I don't think curse energy pool really matters. The thing with that is the output ratio.
Wait, you don't think it does what?
Yeah, you can have a lot of curse energy pool, but the output of the curse energy ratio can differ from that heavily.
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm saying that I was saying that if you have a lot more curse energy, then you can become resistant to the technique because you get innate stat boosts from the fact that you have a lot of curse energy.
Yeah, but don't you have to redirect those places in order to reinforce it?
No, the sheer amount is stated to amp your physicals. I can show you if you want.
You have a lot, but you have to put it in specific places, or you have to manually put it instead of it automatically flowing.
No, if you don't suppress it, then you are just gonna have the same aura that surrounds Yuta around you. If you watch, I don't know if you still watch the anime or not, but Oi does this against the smallpox deity. He just releases, yeah, he releases his cursed energy, and then we see like this large body of cursed energy just surround him.
Before I
So
go
people
past
suppress it.
Before I go past this, can you show it working against Zero? I don't want to move past that.
Curse speech.
Speech working against Zero.
Yeah. Just 1 second.
So doesn't it work by sound waves? Or doesn't it have some form of speed to it?
I mean, everything has a speed to it that moves.
Then if it's like that, then you also have to like justify if it can reach Kashimo before he just kills Yuta.
Before he kills Yuta?
Yeah, I think he could be fast enough to just do that.
I think that's just a redundant point. Like I don't think we have like a set in stone answer for like how much distance is it in between the two characters when they're gonna fight.
Yeah, then I think the Chris speech point itself is redundant.
Well, okay, but if it's possible that they just spawn on like opposite place of the fucking universe, and is like anything else redundant? Like,
if we just gave like a decent amount.
Sound travels fast. Like sound travels fast. You don't have to get into like the arbitrary shit.
Well,
travels fast and
we
is
know that,
effective. We see it being used a few times in the series, and in most cases, it is effective. Only time cursed speech is shown to not be effective is against Hanami, but that's because Hanami like CE gaps the fuck out of Inumaki.
Alright, anyway, so like you were saying, this speed of sound is used a lot in JJK. If Yuji is able to dodge something projectile that is said to be the speed of sound, then why can't Kashimo just outspeed that too?
Because people are caught off by new techniques that they haven't encountered yet. This is very consistent. And Yuta, as you can see in the scan, if you look at the scans that I sent, Yuta also covers his mouth. So you're not going to see the fact that he's activating the technique. He doesn't see the visual indications of it. And his field of vision is also going to be blocked by Rika.
Wait, what? Can you show me instances where it does that?
It's in scans. I'm only talking about the 2 scans that I sent.
Quick. Oh, 50, man. This server hasn't had a debate in so long. Oh. Chose me. I think this scenario is like crazy different from something Kashimo would be put in.
Arbitrary. We don't have that set in stone. Like we didn't agree on like some fundamental framework of a versus battle.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be arbitrary. For example, like we know Euro's like arsenal would enable her get in a situation like this. Kashimo doesn't have the same arsenal, so we could say that.
What do you mean by that situation? Like, what's like the aspect of this that you're describing? The fact that she's affected by it, or the fact that she's like levitating?
Oh, well, the fact that she's levitating and then Rika goes up to her in order to attack her in the air.
That's so irrelevant. Like Rika could just run at Kashimo and you would have the same effect.
Yeah, we would have to get to Rika's speed. Kashimo could just move out the way and see him doing it. Unless you think that's arbitrary too.
Do you think? Okay, so Rika's speed should scale somewhere around Yuta's, but regardless of that, unless people get caught off by new techniques, and Kashimo isn't going to see it because Yuta covers his mouth before using cursed speech.
Why wouldn't Kashimo be wary of techniques like that? He's been alive for how long? Like, couldn't that just exist back then and he know about it?
Well, Uro was also alive in the same. Well, what's it called? Not even Uro. Like Ryu and Uro were both alive for I don't know a few couple hundred of ages. And both of them are still caught off by new techniques that they haven't seen before.
But Euro knew about it. She wasn't like caught off guard. She said, "Oh."
She was caught off. Yeah. She was caught off guard because Yuta covered his mouth so she can't see the snake's eyes and fangs.
That's. Oh my God.
It's on the scan.
Not the thing that I'm saying. I'm saying if she has knowledge on it. Like the knowledge that she has on it isn't like.
Yeah, but the knowledge, but against Yuta, that knowledge is rendered useless because he has a way to counter that knowledge.
Also, when does it even work? I don't think it worked. Did it even work? Can someone tell me the?
Yeah, it did. It did. This is the page right after that.
I don't think that means that it didn't. I don't think that means that it worked. I just think that in that instance, he was right next to her, or he just came right next to her, and then.
Do you have a foundation for this?
Yeah, say for example that I'm levitating myself, or that I'm levitating and there's two opponents on me.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to listen like an example because that's not gonna prove the point. Like I just want to like, do you have proof that Uro was not affected by curse speech, or do we go with the normative? That if someone is standing in the air, and they get hit with curse speech that says don't move, are we going and then they get pummeled? Do you think that she got blissed, or do you think that she got affected by the technique?
If you think that they just stopped moving, I also think that they stopped like levitating. Also, she covered her ears, so I don't think it worked.
Covering your ears, she's covering it with her hands, not what's it called, curse energy.
Yeah.
I mean, CE is not shown. It's not like a visual thing, but if she puts her hands up, that means that she doesn't know how to defend against the technique.
Bro, why does that mean that? If she puts her hands up and
because we know how to defend against the technique. Kamo states it, but you don't need your hands to defend against it.
Kamo states, why does she? Okay, the way that Kamo
I'll send a statement.
Is different.
It's not different. That's the way. What do you mean it's different? That's the way you protect against the technique. Just by shutting off your ears and just, I don't know, the command being like, I don't know, like more quiet, I guess. Like it's not gonna change anything. It still reaches your brain.
You can't hear it by imbuing your hands and ears with cursed energy, and we see that has her hands covering over your ears. It would make sense for her to just imbue.
You can't prove. Okay, but the thing is, what proof do you have that she's covering what's it called, her ear and cursed energy?
You just said cursed energy is not a visual thing. It would just make sense in this scenario because she knows of.
Yeah, but do you have rationale in that case, or you just assuming shit?
She knows of the technique.
Okay, that does not mean. Why does that necessitate that she knows how to defend it as well? Because she puts up her hands. We don't see anyone else do that who knows how to defend against the technique, and it's redundant as well.
Yeah. Wait. What other scenarios have we not seen somebody do that? Like, what scenarios have we seen the technique being put in play in?
Kashimo. I mean, not Kashimo. Fucking Kamo describes the way you protect against it. Yeah, and that doesn't involve that doesn't involve like, I don't know, fucking raising your hands to your ears. That's a redundant movement that's gonna take you out of fighting stance. And even if you're gonna say that, if you think Kashimo's gonna do the same thing, then there you go. Kashimo's not gonna be in his fighting position because his guard is not up. Maybe he can in that case, maybe I'll give you this. Possibly he can defend against curse speech. But in that case, Rika and Yuta are gonna pummel him the very same way they did against Uro. So then he gets caught in that, and then thin icebreaker, everything else. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't got time for this. Oh my gosh. So fucking handsome. Fucking feeling this bitch. Unorthodox ass arguments, bro.
Holy shit. I don't know why you just randomly went on deafen, but
I don't know. It seems so like out of the place, but yeah, he's missing like a lot of knowledge on the topic. Evident.
Hey, fuck that nigga Craig.
oh wow. Wait, did he just leave? No fucking
What the
way.
fuck?
Dude.
understand though.
Did you really just think I left?
I mean, you did, bro. Alright.
What the fuck?
Nah, it just disconnected.
You go ahead.
Alright, but what were you on?
Alright.
I was saying that, so if you think that Kashimo has the possibility of defending against curse speech, then it doesn't matter because the only method that you provided he can defend against is the same way Uro does it. And if that's how Kashimo defends against it, then he's gonna get out of stance and he's just gonna get pummeled by Rika and Yuta the same way Uro did.
Okay, that doesn't matter. I think he outspeeds the technique already, but I believe we already went over that. But the thing with this is that
I don't think we like
believe the
covered that. Like you just said it, but then you didn't like discuss it. If you can show me Kashimo breaking the sound barrier, then sure.
I gave a reason why he could, because of what Yuji can do. And I think
You can no,
Kashimo's
because
actually
people can sense the start of the technique when it's activated. Like you know that.
Wait, before we get into that, I think the reason why Euro decided to defend it in this way is just that, not that necessarily she was caught off guard, but the technique was about to hit. She would have to, instead of just turning off it in your brain, she just put up her ears and imbue them with curse energy and put her ears with curse energy. Same difference, pretty much.
I mean, yeah, but that's a you think I think argument. Like, you don't have foundations for it. That's never stated in the manga or never shown. So I'm saying that we can go with the assumption that she was affected by it, which is a lot more which is more, I don't know, it's just less assumptions, more simple, way less parsimonious.
Wait, huh? What'd you say? I wasn't listening.
I just said that argument just makes a lot more extra assumptions than just conceding that she was affected by the technique. Like, we look at the piece of evidence we have for her getting affected. She gets stunned in the air. She doesn't move. You have visual indications of her struggling to move. You can see those lines around her body when she says curse speech. She's getting pummeled. She can't do anything. Okay. Oh my gosh. Unification principle. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Gezbob. Finally knows how to prove Mahito has a body. Oh my gosh, someone in VC don't know how to prove Maki as Peacock. Oh my god, so frustrating. Can't do this.
Wait, where the fuck is Bridge? Where did he just go, bro?
He's
That
probably
boy
running
just
his
left.
fucking convenience store.
Oh wow. Raw.
Yeah, Limbo is blazing your shit, by the way, Tsurugi.
Limbo?
Yeah.
No, I literally just lost my voice. Wallahi, bro.
Oh, I literally just lost my voice. I literally just
No,
lost my voice.
I'm being sorted as, bro. You got it. What the fuck?
Mahito says I don't have a body.
Isn't Astro the one who said that?
What did Mahito say?
Mahito says I don't have a body.
Oh wow.
Fucking bro.
That's crazy.
Yo, shout out to Gezbob. Second best new gen JJK debater.
Oh, he said second. Who was first?
Yo, I can't say that. I can't say
wow.
that.
Oh wow.
All I'm saying is their name starts with an S. They're named after an anime character. They lose to Ace every day.
Yeah. Yo.
Yo, Kaio. Where's Kaio?
Where's Yuta, bro?
Ayo, Kyle.
Wait, hold up. You think Sinner is better? Yikes.
Sure is better than who? Like, he's trolling.
Gotta be. Unless it's neither he trolling or Shinra must have gave him good dick or something.
Oh wow.
But anyway,
My
what
butt
did
sick.
this dog get up here?
Oh, I was just talking while I was waiting for you to come back.
Nigga, you was not talking.
I'm about to be.
Dude, where the fuck is Bridge?
In your booty.
Oh my god, he's deafened again. Oh my gosh. Bring the Bob back up.
And that's
Bro,
crazy. We haven't had a
nah,
debate in a
bro.
long time, and it's already. Let me not say what I was gonna say.
Rikuta's consistent absence is killing the stage.
It is. We just went from 50 to 36, bro.
Bro, it was at one point it was like 65, and then it just like all went downhill.
Yeah, Tensa.
Nah. This is all Rikuta's fault.
Tell him to debate me on Naruto.
Okay.
Tell
Okay.
who to debate you on Naruto? You said Tom?
My name is Tom when the lecture was dick in my ass.
Oh.
You guys, the fact that you remember that word from word is just like, yikes.
I heard.
Hey, just to let y'all, just to let y'all niggas know.
Oh my god, what is that fucking noise? Oh my god.
It's a vacuum. It's a vacuum. I'm black. Stop it.
Oh, right. Okay. What the fuck?
I don't know what the fuck you're on.
Alright, but
what were you talking about?
I think we're still going over the Euro shit.
Oh yeah, I said I'm pretty sure I was talking about that people can sense the activation of a curse technique, which is shown in Gojo versus Sukuna. Like Sukuna senses the fact that Gojo is gonna activate red because of the spark. But if the technique is fast enough to just blitz you, then I don't know, you're just getting fucked.
If there's visual indicators for it, and the visual indicators are impaired because of, Rika, at least in that instance. But then
what do you mean? I can show you the scan. I can show you the scan that I'm talking about.
Yeah, no. Them being visual indicators is perfectly fine.
I don't know if it's a visual indication, the fact that they see that the technique is being activated. But we do know that people can see it.
I was about to get doxxed by my mom. Anyway, yeah, you could send that scan. But
yeah, I already sent them.
Before we go over that, is that the only way they could defend against speech?
Only known way. It's like you either reinforce your ears with cursed energy, or you just cursed energy amount gap someone like really badly, and then you can defend against it.
Can you show me the instance where it's cursed energy gapping them?
But I don't think that's verbatim shown, but I think that's like the best explanation we have. But you can put it aside if you don't want to like account that. No, but that's probably why Hanami was like less affected by the technique, because he has just like a lot more CE than Inumaki. The Goodwill event.
So you want to see that? No, but we can drop it. Police alert.
Curse.
Spark. Curse energy swells up. Curse energy swells up. I mean, do you not think that's still a visual cue?
It's a visual cue for them. It's not a visual cue for us. And it only happens for like 1 split second.
Okay. Wait, where are you
so say if it is the case that Yuta's like just in the back and Rika's trying to keep Kashimo occupied, I find it highly unlikely that Kashimo is just gonna see that one very specific momentum or this moment when the spark happens. Like I just find that highly unlikely, and we have the supporting evidence from Euro from that.
How long is the spark? How long is the spark, by the way?
There's no like given what's it called time interval for it, but we do know that the fact that it's a spark and it's just the activation of a technique means that it happens in like an instant.
So, first, I would like you.
It just marks like one specific point in time.
Show me that techniques are instantaneous, real quick.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because you said that it's like instantaneous from the spark to the activation. So I want to see that techniques like don't have like some form of charge up.
That's the spark. The spark marks the start of the technique. So say with piercing blood, if Choso is going to use piercing blood, then he's gonna have to activate convergence first, and convergence would be the compression of blood, and the spark would be the fact that he starts manipulating his blood. And then when he's going to compress it, that one, I don't think it should have what's it called? I don't think it should have a spark then, because that's just like releasing the converse build. But
Okay, so what about for Curse Speech?
curse speech should have a spark because you're imbuing the words with curse energy. So the moment you speak, you should have that spark, because that's when you're releasing the technique itself.
So, but then we would have to get the time interval for the Curse Speech, or how long it takes for it to be charged up. I think that's
It's just how much time it takes you to first. It's just how much time it takes for you to speak.
I think it's pretty arbitrary to go over something like that. I can't lie, because we don't know how fast that is.
I mean, yeah. And also, there's like I don't know if you want to talk about this or not, but there's also like a possibility that is kind of like founded in the series that words that are reinforced or techniques that are reinforced by curse energy are typically faster. So maybe like the sound waves made by what's it called, curse speech, are just faster than normal ones. But I don't know if you want to get into that or not. We can put that aside if you don't.
I mean, that's up for you for that. I can't lie, it's pretty in depth.
We can talk about it if it's needed.
Alright, but if you want to circle back to the original point, like if Euro was affected by it, I would like to go to that real quick.
I think I've given you like a lot of foundation for it. Like we can just go over like the pieces of evidence I have, and then you can name your pieces, and then we can just leave it at that. You can just get judgment on that point, because I think we've been talking about it for a bit.
Sure, you can re-go over your pieces of evidence. Oh, I just think
yeah,
that
sure.
a thing that Kamo states is not like the only way to do it. I think that's probably just the most direct way to do it.
Okay, this is how it goes. So, we see the fact that Yuta is using the technique. He says, "Don't move." Uro stops moving. Obvious intuitive correlation. We see the fact that Uro has those lines around her which are meant to constrain movements, as in art at least. You also see that she randomly stops in the air and gets beat the fuck up, which normally wouldn't happen. We know that there's a way to defend against the technique, but Uro's clearly doing something else, which would imply that she's trying to use a different method from the only known method to defending against the technique, which would mean that my argument, as Shinra would say, is more epistemically probable. I think that's mostly it.
If there's more than one method and they just undergo this less effective method because of the fact that they're like caught off guard.
I'm just saying it's possible that there's another method, but I'm saying that the only known one that we have is the stack gapping shit and reinforcing your ear and brain with curse energy.
Yeah, but if it's demonstrated that she's trying to cover her ears, or she could be imbuing her ears with her hands and ears with curse energy, and that could just be another way that's demonstrated, then I think that's fine too. I think we could just move on.
Yeah, you're giving me like a good argument. Like we can just conclude that then. That's just a possibility. I agree that it's possible. I don't think it's probable or should be taken into consideration. But you can get judgment on that point.
Wait, you don't think it's... Why do you... I mean, obviously you don't think it's probable, but...
I don't think like a normal could argument is just probable. I think that what I've provided would be probable.
Ooh, alright, but I have another thing to go over with this scan. Is that the things that's supposed to indicate movement?
Huh?
Like the little...
You mean the lack of movement, like the lines?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those are shown to
Yeah, I would like.
I think it's somewhere in the Goodwill event, but I'm pretty sure that those are used to indicate struggle to move.
Yeah, can you demonstrate that?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. If I don't, then you can just put that one aside and focus on the rest.
Where's Morg? He was supposed to debate me too.
Morg?
Whatever his name is. Oh yeah, Shinra, I know you're in here, by the way. Don't die.
Hey, don't duck him, bro. Don't duck.
Yeah. Okay, I was right. Hanami gets hit with curse speech, and we see like the same signs of visual indications, the struggle lines.
These are in scan chat, right?
Yeah.
Bro, didn't you just say it didn't fucking work against him?
It stated no, it does work against him. It's just losing effect. That's what the scan says. Inumaki's curse speech is losing effect. Blah 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 blah. It may even figure out a way to counter curse speech. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they just say that it's losing effect. But that's probably because Inumaki's like taking the strain from it.
But this is maybe they just changed the art style.
Maybe all we see is a hallucination and Yuta's just dreaming, man. Maybe Yuta's the god of the verse. Do you have an actual argument? Or should we just get judgment on this point? Like changing the art, like they possibly changed the art style would not be an argument.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean that's why it's like because these two scans they look differently. Like the art for them being stunned look different. That's what I mean.
We see the same like lines of struggle in both cases.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the direct, like how it looks directly is different. That's what I mean. I wasn't making an argument based off of that.
So what is the argument that you're making, that it looks different, that we can assume that they're the same, or what?
No, I wasn't making an argument for that. I was just commenting on how it looks different.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, I just found even more foundation for it. If you want.
Euro could probably just be slower than the technique last time, or slower than, or just caught off guard. But trying to use.
I think I proved that she's just affected by it. That she just loses to it. But so what do you think about Kashimo versus the curse speech thing?
Do you be affected by it? I think Kashimo would just not like put up his fucking hands. I think he'd just do the thing with his brain.
Can you prove that he knows that method?
Can I prove that he knows that method? He probably seen the technique before because he's so old, but so he probably knew the method. But there's just different methods too.
I mean, but then okay, that's contention on the last point, because if I prove that Uro doesn't know the method and she's old as fuck, then that point just doesn't make sense.
But Uro doing a different method doesn't denounce that she doesn't know the other method. She's just doing a different one.
Yeah, what I was proving to you is that she doesn't know how to defend against it. Like, it's not a different method. She just doesn't know how to defend against it, because the only known method we have... Actually, I just went over that. I'm not going to bring it up again, but I think if I won the last point, then I should win this point by default. Because then you just don't really have a claim here.
Well, even if that, I just think that he's fast enough just not to get hit by it, but it's whatever.
How fast is he? Do you think he's faster than his own lining?
Who, Kashimo?
Yeah.
I have no idea on that. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's shown that so Hakari can react to Kashimo, and Hakari can barely react to the lining like point blank. So I think that Hakari is slower than his own lining.
Yeah, but how fast is his lightning? I don't think that the lightning is the sound barrier.
I just believe that it's faster than I just think that it's faster than Kashimo himself. So this is what I'm gonna get at. I think it goes Hakari can react to the lining, even if it's like barely a reaction. He can react to it to some degree. He can also throw hands and consistently react to Kashimo and attack him. And from that, I'm just gonna scare Yuta above Hakari, so he's just gonna scare relative or above in speed.
No. So alright, so let me give my main contentions with that. I think Kashimo was putting Hakari on back foot at least. It was outspeeding him majorly multiple times. So I just think in specific instances, him being able to block is like fine. He could just be
Hakari blitzes him on panel.
Oh, you can show me him blitzing him.
Yeah, sure.
I think blitzing is a very vague term in that, but
I keep forgetting about that fucking instance, but it's so funny.
Sure.
That would really just put the hands on Kashimo like that. It might just be a fucking fraud. This should be around like here.
I think, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think the curse speech is still even arbitrary in itself. Then
No, we just
We
covered that
still have-
point. We can
We
talk
still have
about
to go over
you
how long it would affect them for.
Okay, check scans. So Kashimo punches. What's it called? Hakari punches Kashimo in the face.
What chapter is
Kashimo's
that?
flying. 186.
Thank you. You can continue.
It's just on panel Kashimo when he's just doing his little fucking. He's just like flying away, looking at Hakari. He just gets blitzed midair. And the demonstration for someone disappearing from the same panel, like they put two panels. In one you're there, in the second one you're not. That's usually a demonstration of a speed blitz.
I think it's off guard heavily, because what he states is that he's totally caving, or he's just totally like, what would caving even mean?
That goes for the punch. That goes for the punch. Doesn't go for the next attack.
What are you talking about?
After that scan, he takes the punch from Hakari, but after he takes the punch and he's flying away, Hakari still blitzes him midair.
When is Akari flying away in this instance? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, well, I think I might have misspoke. I'm talking about Kashimo just like fucking flying away from Hakari's punch.
That's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I think the attack was off guard itself, so it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be an anti.
Because he's stalking?
No, it's because he's noticing that he's totally caving. Like he's not directly on guard. He's noticing.
I told you that that goes for the punch, not the attack after that.
What punch? You think he's just gonna stop in midair? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, but he gets perception blitz midair.
How? Where is?
That's the panel after the one you sent.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Where's the perception blitz? He gets punched.
Okay, look at the bottom of the page. We see Kashimo flying away, and then we see Hakari does like some fucking movement, and then disappears and instantly teleports into Kashimo's gut. And in the first panel where we see Kashimo flying away from the punch, we see that he's not in the forest yet, but when Kashimo teleports onto him, he's already in the forest. So he does have time to react, hypothetically. He does have some time to recover, even if it's, I don't know, like by some means, you could say that it would be harder to recover, but he does have time, and it doesn't take away from the fact that Hakari traveled this distance in such a small amount of time.
I keep getting pinged here. Yeah, anyway, I think that in itself is so arbitrary because we don't know the distance, and so we don't know how fast he would have to react. The thing with the whole thing.
Yeah, we don't need to know the numbers for that. Like you can just get an intuition off of it, or a rough estimate.
I don't think that's valid in this case at all. Like to just go off of intuition.
But you can think that it's not valid, but what else are you gonna go off? Like, are you a skeptic towards like JJK scaling because they don't give you like numerical quantification for everyone's power? We don't have the Dragon Ball kind of like power level system. You just have people fighting, and then you're gonna see how they are fighting, look at the circumstances, and then you get a conclusion off of that. Is he on definitely again? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay, bro. Alright.
Sorry, my house
Where's
is
Toby Rama, and why is he so goated?
My house is a little chaotic right now. What the fuck are they doing? Anyway. What were you saying? What are we gonna go off of? The scaling?
Yeah, I said that we don't have like the Dragon Ball kind of like power system in the verse. We just see shit happen. We look at the circumstances and infer conclusions off of those. Like we don't have some numerical quantification to go off of in most cases, because in some we do, like with the 20% stuff, 120% potential and shit like that. But otherwise, we just look at shit and derive conclusions just off of intuition and common sense. Like if you want, you can deny those, but that also means that you're not going to participate in like any kind of JJK scaling, because then it just doesn't make sense.
All right, that's fine. So with the blitzing shit in general, it's just that I don't think it's consistent at all. Like, sure.
Okay, do you agree that they're relative?
No, I think him being in the air like impairs his ability to react.
Okay, then we don't have to talk about this instance in specific. The chapter lasts for 3 domain expansions for Hakari. That means that they've been throwing hands. Okay, I'm gonna just exclude the last one because that one was in water, so I'm not gonna count that. But that means that for 2 domain expansions, so for around like 10 minutes, Kashimo and
How
Hikari
long
had to be throwing hands, and we see that on panel.
How long is the main expansion?
4 minutes and 11 seconds.
That's 8 minutes and 22. Okay, go on.
Yeah, so for roughly 10 minutes, they've been throwing hands. If there was a great speed or like fucking technique disparity, then one of them would have won in that time frame, I think. 10 minutes, like, a lot of time.
Yeah, I think Kashimo could have won despite the fact that, Hikari's fucking immortal during that time.
How?
Yeah, I believe he demonstrates to be faster than Hikari, or at least more skilled in terms of combative sense, and be able to kill him outside of the fact that
he can be like slightly faster, but we do know that they're relative in speed. They throw hands consistently.
they can throw. Bro, wait, give me a second. They're yelling upstairs again.
Bro, how many points have you already went over, bro? I already lost track.
I don't know. I don't keep track, but
shit,
yeah. Shout out to
I'm not
Corn.
gonna
Shout out
lie,
to Corn.
bro.
Shout out to
Tensa,
Tsurugi.
AW, man. But I'm not gonna be able to give verdict on everything. I forgot most of the
he's
other
forcing his
points.
voice, he's just practicing,
Nah, I lost my
Type
voice.
shit.
Yeah, I'll say it real quick.
All
All right. So,
There's some fucked up in my throat as well, I can't lie. I just realized y'all are still debating. God,
what do you mean by clashing directly?
Oh, I just mean something.
Yeah, what do you mean by clashing?
Fuck.
Like, I don't think Hikari being able to throw some hits back directly, like,
It's not just some hits back. Like, if you look at the greater like picture of the fight, then it's really consistent that they can fight back against each other.
No.
Like, I can send you half of the fight if you want, but it's just them throwing hands.
Not really. I think it's more of Hikari tanking his hits and then trying to mount a counter to it. Because I believe that at least he would even know himself that he's not as fast. That where he's trying to get a counter off. You can see most of the hits.
So wait, so your point is that he decides to tank attacks and then counterattack instead of like blocking attacks and then counterattack?
Yeah, I believe like the way he fights.
Yeah, that's what he does, but that's stated that's because of his technique. But we do see him block. We do see him block Kashimo's hits.
Okay, the way that he fights just isn't the way that he fights is, at least against faster opponents, is that because of the fact that he's immortal, he doesn't necessarily have to block hits, so he could just be able to perform counterattacks, which wouldn't really insinuate being relative in speed.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's necessary or anything either. I'm just saying that the threshold for evidence that we should abide by for people being relative, I've provided by far.
I don't think he blocked a single attack. When did he block an attack?
I think it's in the scan.
I don't think you showed a single one.
Let me see what I've sent.
And then he just, keeps relying on his jackpot.
Okay, say he didn't block an attack. But he's beating Kashimo at the same time. So if he can beat Kashimo and Kashimo can react to his attacks, then he can react to Kashimo's attacks.
He's beating Kashimo? What do you mean?
It's on the scans. It's him like... So, in one scan that I'm looking at...
What are you talking about?
In one scan that I'm looking at, we can see that... I'm gonna just ping you in it. In this scan, you can see that he just like fucking... He just elbows Kashimo in the stomach and he can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's performing in fucking counter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't insinuate that they're relative.
That's how fights work.
Yeah, say
you perform counters.
No. Say I'm going much faster than you, but you're able to tank something and then counter me. When it's like when you're able to counter me in that specific instance, that doesn't insinuate that you're relative to me in speed. It just
but then what is the thing that's impeding Kashimo from reacting to the counterattack?
Because of the fact of how a counter works in general.
So if you punch me and I punch you, so if you're faster than me, you're quote unquote faster than me, you punch me, I punch you back, and you can react to my punch, then you think that doesn't insinuate that we are equal in a combat sense?
No, say for example, I punch you and I'm in the middle of punching you, like the punch just connects and then you're punching me back, that doesn't insinuate that we're...
This is not, because that's not what happens on panel.
Okay, what panel is this, or what chapter is this? This is
I pinged you in it.
You didn't pin him in the chapter.
It's 187.
187? Okay.
He catches. Okay, so I sent 2 scans. In the first one, the first 2 scans that I sent, look at those. In the first one, he's just beating Kashimo's head. Kashimo tries doing a counter. He catches Kashimo's arm, puts him in a fucking arm lock, and then elbows his fucking gut. That's what he does. You can't just say that, okay, he's just countering it.
When is this in 187?
Maybe it's from 188. Let me see.
No,
It probably is from 188. Yeah, it is 188. It's 188.
Okay.
It's page 12 and 13. This debate is getting long, by the way. We can just conclude after this point.
Sure, that's fine. The thing with this is that Kashimo, he's going for an attack and then he's dodging in the same instance he gets elbowed. So I don't think that matters a lot.
That's not him dodging. That's Hakari. No.
I mean, yeah.
What?
No. What are you talking about? Kashimo's in the middle of dodging and then he gets elbowed. But you think he's gonna dodge?
Are we skipping? Wait, are we skipping scans? Okay, this is the sequence of events that we see. Hakari is punching him. He initiates a counterattack. Hakari catches his arm, and then moves next to his body. Does some some judo shit on him.
Okay.
Tensa, and then elbows him. So laggy, Jesus.
Wait, Rikuta,
oh God, this translation, so disgusting.
Rikuta, can you turn off the stream because there's kids in my house, all right, and I can't have it on speaker because they'll wake up. Please and thank you.
I got you. But anyway, what I was about to just show you with the stream is just that Kashimo, Hakari goes for a hit, Kashimo dodges it, and then while he's in the motion of dodging, then he gets elbow. At least from what we see.
No. First, he doesn't initiate a dodge. He moves forward from the position he was in, and then Hakari catches his arm. And he's not evading the attacks. He's not evading the attacks. No, he's not evading the attack.
Yes, he is.
Okay, why do you think he's moving back?
That's what's shown on panel. Showing.
Why do you think that's what's shown? You're giving me your interpretation. I'm asking you to validate it.
Okay, because we see from the station he was before, he was standing upright, and now he's standing in a position that's backwards.
VC is okay. If your evidence for this is what you see on panel, and I'm asking you to validate, prove that your interpretation of what we see on the panel is the case, then you think that that's what we see is not going to be a good argument. I'm saying that if you follow down the rationale of events, I'm saying that if you follow down the rationale of events and see the logical sequence, then my interpretation makes more sense than you saying that's what we see.
No, it doesn't, because from what we see or from what we're demonstrated, I'm giving the inference based on the positions of the character. And if the position of the character was first stationary or upright, and then now he's moving back, we can assume that he moved fucking back.
That's your interpretation of those, because I don't think that what I'm seeing on the scan is what you are saying. We have exclusive interpretations. We have exclusive interpretations of what happens on the panel, and that is why I'm saying that you need to have some kind of evidence besides just visual, your own visuals and what you think you see. I'm saying that what we see, the rationale of events would be this. I'm pretty sure you've done some kind of I'm not talking about what we see. I'm saying that what makes sense, because we don't see any forward or backward movement on panel from Kashimo, but I'm saying that it does make sense for him to move forward, is because when people fight and you take attacks in, it makes sense for you to fight back and land some attacks as well. Because if this didn't make sense, then boxing matches just wouldn't fucking exist, because you just get beat up consistently and run away. But that's not what people do.
Wait. You think he's gonna move into the hit? Because Hakari's taking his hand back and he's moving it forward. You think he's moving into the hit?
like when you're going for a punch, you're supposed to step in. You're supposed to step closer to your opponent.
Okay, and if your opponent is evading it, then he's moving where? Forward? Are you sure, Tensa?
Yeah, he should be moving. He should be moving forward then.
Should be moving into the hit. Is that what you're telling me?
He should be moving closer to the opponent. He should dodge the hit and then move in.
Okay,
but we don't. But we see that Hakari's not punching him anymore.
He's in the middle
the
of
second,
dodging. That's the thing. That's why he's not moving in yet.
That's in question.
Dodging.
Yeah, that's just in question.
No, him dodging is in question because we see that he's just getting pummeled on the first.
No, your interpretation of
on the first panel, we see that he's getting pummeled. The second one, there's no indication of him getting punched by Hakari, and on the third one, his arm gets caught.
Bro, what are you talking about? Which panels are you talking about specifically? If you're talking about in the first part of the panel that follows the one that you sent after, the first part, yeah, he gets punched, and he's trying to punch back. His arm gets locked under Hakari's arm, and he moves his arm out the way, and he moves back, and then Hakari elbows him.
Extra assumption again. I believe that Hakari is just using his thighs. I think that Hakari in that instance is just using his thighs to trip him over and then fucking do his elbow thing.
Where do we see this?
I'm saying that you're making the extra assumption that's a martial arts technique. That it's what I believe he should be doing because we see that Kashimo's thigh. If you look at the part that says "fearlessly sacrifice my immortal body," we see that Kashimo's thigh and knee is on Hakari's thigh and knee, and that's what I'm saying. I believe that he's tripping him.
And what?
Wait, you cutting out? Did he only cut out for me? Am I lagging? Hello?
No, he cut out for me too.
Oh, okay, W for beating Tyrell, by the way.
Hey, W.
I want to wrap this debate up. This is getting
yeah,
stupid.
no, this has been
it's getting mookie phone. How long has it been going on for? Let me see. 1 hour and 5 minutes. It's not too bad.
And y'all haven't concluded a single time, dude. Y'all
We've
just
concluded
want me
a
to
few
get
points though.
judgment.
Like we didn't like appeal to like some kind of judgment, but
Yeah, I know. You should have though, because now I forgot all of them, bro. Like I have short-term memory loss.
well, it's
I don't
okay. It's
remember.
okay. Someone is gonna watch the recording. We all know who, but either way, I think, bro, at this point, when he comes back, I might just tell him that like we can just finish the debate like right here, because I think I validated what I was saying.
Yeah. I'm hearing Tamaki versus
On
Lag.
the west side, we chilling. Shit like that,
I don't know why some guy named Clixu is trying to get up. I don't know who you are.
That, though.
Who's Clixu?
Yeah, exactly.
No cap. They won the best female word. You're capping, bro.
Jesus, I got 10 DMs from Moog. Oh my goodness.
Propaganda. It's lies propagated by the fucking government. Don't trust them.
Damn,
they made you believe dinosaurs exist. They can make you believe anything exists. It's all in the mind. Tobarama.
Oh shit!
On, Naruto
Shinra farming Tsurugi on why he lost to Tyrell. That boy's got a new recording of you, sir.
Yeah. Watch that. Bro, this guy muted me. He muted me 2 times because he said I overtalked him. And he only muted me for the recording, by the way. He didn't like server mute me so that I could repeat myself. He just turned me down, which is crazy. Nah, bitch ass boy. And by the way, he still lost that. Hey, I'm just saying. Hamster over to okay. Yeah, Hamster can be over me. I'm just not relative to that boy Tyrell. That's all I'm saying.
Fuck that boy Tyrell.
Oh, you're not routed to
Sanders
him?
at
Okay, bet.
the I'm over him. But Hamster's
Yeah,
over me, though.
apparently he
Hamster's
got like
over.
loaded by him in One Piece.
Hey, I don't know who said that, but that's not what Judgment says.
Does that seem more accurate? Is the debate over or something?
No,
No, that's
it's not over. It's not over.
It's about to be done.
It's not over until I win.
They concluded over.
No, they didn't conclude.
We didn't do like conclusion, but we finished like a lot of points.
I mean, like y'all agreed to move on from something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they agreed to move on. Yeah.
Okay.
This was a productive discussion. Pretty cool.
Tensa.
Yeah, that's in question.
Anyway, like we were going over. Do we have to
Where's
re-go
Shinra,
over the thing?
Y'all on
Also,
bench, bro? Come on.
oh, Shinra's
Nah,
Wait,
fuck that
Rikuta,
bullshit,
what do you
bro.
say?
I know exactly who Shinra is here and who Shinra is.
Yeah, I know too. Like, bro, who names
I
themselves
think everyone
Big
knows.
Alex
It's
Rocks?
so obvious.
Like, who names him Big
After
Alex
this
Rocks?
debate, he's getting fucking banned. I don't know who Bluff think he is.
But wait, can you show me
Big
the-
Alex
can you show me
Rocks.
Tensa. Can you show me the statement what you're talking about? Because you still didn't show me yet.
What statement?
Talking about with his ferocious body or something like that.
It says that he's gonna sacrifice his body. That's the one you're talking about. But I've already sent that
I
somewhere.
don't know this statement that you're talking about.
Yeah, I sent it here.
So he said he ended Red. Can I ban him now? Oh, he left
No,
the VC.
don't ban him, bro. Don't ban him.
Don't ban who?
He left the VC.
Here?
Don't ban the African assassin, man.
It's freaking Shinra, bro.
that
He's
was
not
too
even
late.
supposed to
That
be
was
in
too
here.
late.
Is Power still in here?
Wait. Oh God, hold up. One
I
second.
don't know, but we can just finish. We've been going on for long enough. Finish.
Oh, I'll
Finish this
sacrifice
bitch.
my immoral body.
What?
Yeah. So wait, where do you see his die?
No, I didn't say that he dies. I brought this statement up when we were talking about like the fighting style for Kari.
Oh no, yeah. That was not what I was talking about when I mentioned the statement. I was talking about how, bro, I feel like we already went through the motions, or we both gave our interpretations of the motions. I think
we did.
Wrap it up from here.
No, we can. I don't think there's anything else to go over. Yuta's domain is unknown. I mentioned I think everything else that I had to.
I don't think we need to give conclusions. You want to just end the rec here?
Type shit. Yeah, we can. Yeah.
All right.
GG's. Rikuta upscales coming.
Tensa just lost to me on my first JJK debate. Oh my god.
Yeah, I got fucking annihilated. I don't know, bro.
At least he knows. At least
I got hit with like 5 domain expansions at once. I don't know how I'm gonna come back from this. Maybe I should ask Shinra to teach me.
Oh
yeah,
hell
can
no.
we please
Bro's
ban
gonna
the
come tier
monster,
5.
or whoever the fuck that is?
Yeah, we all know who that is.
Wait, guess Bob.
The
Also,
monster.
Shinra, please stop asking me to debate. I'm not going to debate you.
Slade.
Do you want to be seeing lab, Shinra?
Yeah, you're banned.
Yeah, goodbye, Shinra. Stop asking me to debate you. Someone save the recording.
Anybody want to run my Panda versus the verse topic?